seems like they've got a lot of guys that can run routes pretty well and make big plays. Let's see, what kind of stands out with those guys?
I mean, Hodgins is good. Hernandez, Bradford. I mean, they're good receivers. Hodgins has size. Hernandez is quick. So Bradford. So they're solid. You know, they've been doing a good job passing the ball. They're passing a lot.
Are you expecting the Peterson protege tree line of multiple formations and trick plays and all that to be prepared for kind of everything?
Yeah, they show some of the similarities and stuff like that. So, you know, with Coach Jonathan Smith coming, you know, from Washington and being with Coach Peterson, and they show some stuff on film that's very similar.
What's the adjustment to the Friday game for you guys coaching?
Nothing. Got to go. He just got to go, coach. Schedule-wise, I mean, both teams lost a day, you know, as far as preparation, but you know, you got to prepare with the time that you have. So that's what we did. We didn't put too much thought. Just what we got to do best to win the game.
You've been back and coached the alma mater a couple times before, right?
Sorry?
You've been back to the alma mater and coached a couple games before, right? You've been back to
Reese. You know, when I was at Washington, we went down there. SC that came to us, and then this has been my first time here at Oregon where we go there. So yes, I've been against them a few times.
What do you remember about Jonathan, like, as a player, and what do you expect? What qualities of his do you expect?
Jonathan was always calm, very confident. You know, he was a technician, very, very smart. So I expect, you know, his team to be ready. You know, I mean, he done a great job, you know, because their offense has a ton of production. You know, with the running backs, with Jamar Jefferson and those guys, they've done a really, really good job running the ball and the RPOs, the play action pass. And that's Jonathan. He was a good player, and he's doing a great job, you know, leading that Oregon State.
How proud were you to see how Thomas Graham responded to Arizona State last week? Because the previous year they went at him quite a bit, and they tried to do it again, and he seemed to have a big performance, a lot of deflections.
You know, I was really proud of him and Diamador. Both of them did a really good job, you know, given, you know, the lumps that they took early in the year and last year. I mean, I was really proud, but, you know, Coach Dante Williams has done a great job, you know, with those guys at the corner position and just preparing them. And it's encouraging to see the development week to week, you know, to this point. So we just got to keep that going.
Jelks and Fowler will be able to go?
You know, we'll see that. You know, that's a coach will address that later.
And the Cumberland guy that came in and got an opportunity there last week and maybe showed some of the depth you guys got there at that spot.
Absolutely. Was happy for him coming there, getting a sack. I think he recovered a fumble, but yeah, you know, so that's great for him. And, you know, we got to get guys on the field and you know, proud of him. And Matrell, like, you know, Matrell hadn't been playing a whole lot, and he came in there and made a great tackle on third down. So everybody got to play.
Which was a more fun Civil War to be a part of, the 98 when you guys won in double overtime, or the 2000 when it was top 10 teams going at it?
Man, those are tough. I mean, I think all of them are special, you know, and are memorable for different reasons. Obviously, 98 when we played in that game, that was big, you know, the double overtime, Kenny Simonton running around the corner, and then in 2000, and Jake Cookus, who's their special teams coordinator, you know, with the 3 picks versus Joey. All of those were good games, and you know, so.
How like when you move into like the coaching ranks, like how long does it take kind of for like those allegiances to adjust? I mean, obviously, you know, you talked about this a little bit last year, like, you know, you're with Oregon now and everything, but like that first time you went back with maybe like Washington or played them, like what was that like?
I'll admit the first time when they came up to Seattle when I was at Washington, that was a little different. But ever since then, I mean, you know, I'm in the moment. You know, I'm coaching and I'm game planning, you know, for our team to do the best and for us to win. So I don't really think about it. You know, I prepare my guys right now to make sure we go in Corvallis. We got a great challenge on the road, and, you know, the record is out. It doesn't matter. This is an emotional game. You know, houses are divided, and this is a civil war.
You're one of the few coaches on the staff that actually has kind of ties to this rivalry, Memorial from Florida and all that sort of thing. Do you actually kind of preach any sort of like extra importance to this game, or does this one mean more to you? Or
you know, all the games are important. You know, do kind of, you know, tell the guys, you know, some of the new guys that, you know, like I said, that this is the Civil War. You know, in this state, there's the houses that are divided. You know, when I was with Oregon State, my wife ran track here. You know, and I wasn't coaching here. It was kind of funny because she would wear her stuff around the house, talking about we got to win. You know, the Civil War and all that stuff. But you know, it's an emotional game. You know, whoever wins the game, you know, it got 365 days of bragging rights, and we want to keep that on our side.
What's it like for you and your teammates at Oregon State this week? Are they giving you flack at all for
No,
crossing?
no. I reached out to Evanson Bernard, you know, just because, you know, he and I, you know, can keep it professional and you know, talk. But other than that, I haven't heard from anybody. I haven't reached out to anyone else. I'm going to go about my business. And, you know, we're going to do the same.
Coach, teams have been able to put pressure on the Oregon State quarterback this year. Is there anything you can do this Friday to exploit that?
You know, Coach Levitt's going to call the calls, and everybody has to make sure that they execute those calls. So whether that is we bringing pressure, you know, or we sitting back, and even we got a three-man rush, we got to win one-on-one. So, you know, you just got to do the job, whatever that is. You know, whatever defense we're playing and whatever offense, you know, that they're running.
Keith, the red zone numbers are really pretty incredible. That once you guys get down there, how much you buckle down, how much pride do you guys take, especially in the secondary, to really not allow very many touchdowns and stuff.
Yeah, you know, I think that's huge because whether teams have gotten down there on their own and then whether, you know, there's been a turnover or a big return or something that put us in a situation defensively, we've been showing great resilience as far as keeping guys out and holding them to field goals. Been encouraging sudden change. You know, or I should say we've been talking about sudden change. We got to go out there and we got to get a stop. I mean, I think that is pretty impressive, but, you know, we still got one more game to go in the regular season to go still show and prove that.
The two cornerbacks, Diamador and Thomas, they played the best combo game, in my opinion, of their careers on this last game. What was the difference? How were they able to shut down N'Keal Harry and that Arizona State passing attack?
I mean, we just really challenged them. I mean, you know, I know Coach Williams showed them the film last year of N'Keal, you know, going against Thomas, and then just other routes. And then we kind of stressed to them the whole week, you know, like this is a really good receiving corps. It's just not N'Keal out there. You know, they had other good threats, you know, and quarterback was really good. I mean, and Eno Benjamin was a very good runner. Same way going into this week, you know, this team is dangerous. Oregon State is dangerous. They put up points. They move the ball versus opponents. So we got to go out there and play great defense. So we're going to stress the same thing. But, I mean, I pat Thomas and then Diamador on the back, but not too much. We still got business to handle.
Right.
So.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Man, you know, I love them all. You know, I'd have to say the favorite one, I'm going to have to go with the pumpkin pie and a glass of milk. You know, I can't turn anything down in my house. My wife would get mad at me.
Thanks, everybody.